Alright guys, welcome to Manifest Mowing. I'm Jay Morgan. Let's make the vision a reality. Alright, so with today's video, we're going to talk about pricing lawn mowing in your lawn care services. Now initially I was telling you guys you could just look it up, but what I figured is I just break down the numbers, show you how you come up with the numbers, when you should charge more, what you should look for, what obstacles and what things to consider. Now see, the perfect example when you're looking at a property is going to be broken up into acreage is how you're going to divide the size of the lot. And you could have an acre, a half acre, quarter acre, acre and a half, 2 acres. But what you could do is if it's not an acre a lot of times, it will be broken down into square footage. And the conversion for that is there's 43,000, I believe 600 square feet in an acre. So really I just do an estimate of around, I say 40,000 square feet an acre. Perfect example, my lot size is 10,000 square feet. So it's a quarter acre lot. Just look this up in your area. It'll tell you about what the going rate is per acre. And I'll show you guys on the chart right here. See, in my area, the going rate per acre is 150 to 200. So with me having a quarter lot size, for a lot like mine, I generally charge about $50 to $55 now. And so that's how you go about your pricing. And what I do when I'm quoting customers, once they give me the address, this will help you guys out tremendously. Take the address before you ever set foot on the property. Put the address in your phone just like you would do for your navigation. Look up that property and pull it up on Zillow, Redfin, any of the real estate apps. Look at it, go down to the bottom, and it's going to tell you the lot size. The lot size is going to be listed in either square footage or acreage, and do the conversion. Because see, what I do before I even step foot on a property, I want to have a basic idea of what the lot's going to be first and foremost. So if I pull up a property that says, okay, 17,000 square foot lot, we're looking at a little under a half an acre. So at that point, I'm like, I already know that we're above the $50, $60 mark. I'm probably around like 85, 90. And that's just if it's a regular lawn. So if it's really overgrown, then we're adding on top of that. Or before I ever set foot on the property, I already have an idea of what my range is going to be. And see guys, I'll show you some properties. We'll drive around. Like these are some of my customers and properties I work on. All right guys, here's one of my properties, a property I was just talking about. This is one of my real estate investors. I believe the lot size on this one front and back was about 1,600 square feet. So not quite a half acre, but the thing is it'd been vacant. The tenant moved out, so the grass was a little long. I would have normally charged 85 to 90, but since the grass was overgrown, I charged 140 on this one. And the reason being is, see that gate right there? That gate was only about 30 inches wide. So I had to use a self-propel mower. So it was overgrown and the gate was narrow. So I had to push mow it. So therefore I charged 140. See guys, these are things to take into consideration when you're doing your quotes. So like I'll show you like this one right here. I think that's about a 10, 12,000 square foot lot. And the majority of them are. Like see this right here. There's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of trees. There's things to navigate around on this property. So with that being said, I would charge more for this because it's going to take more time. It is going to be more cumbersome than say a property like this that's just flat. There's no obstacles to work around. There's no intrusions. I can just drive, mow, and get the job done. No problem. The same thing can be said for steep hills, inclines. Guys, this affects the price of the job because it's making the job more difficult. If I have to go up and down an embankment, it really doesn't matter that it's a quarter acre lot size if there's a difficulty to get to it, because other guys at other lawn care companies are going to upcharge for that. So it's important that you should do the same thing. I have a couple customers like this, and the only reason I have them is because nobody else wants to do them. You can only get to it with the push mower and the string trimmer, and I just charge extra. A lot of guys just won't do it at all, but it just depends on what you want to incorporate in your business. So like I said, all things being considered equal, they may both be quarter acre lots, but one I might be charging 60 for, and the other one I might be charging 85, 90 for, because I can't get a mower in the backyard. I got to go down some steps, and it's going to be difficult. And the customers understand this, but like I always say, guys, you can't leverage the negotiations if you do not know your numbers. So do your research, know your numbers. All right, guys, let's look at some numbers right here. Don't pay attention to the labor because you make your own rate. I like to live between like $65, $70 an hour and $100 an hour. And the market dictates what you get paid, and I have no shortage of customers. So that's irrelevant. Let's slide down here to the bottom. The average price for a mow for a small to medium lawn is $30 to $80. That's going to be my 10,000 square foot lawn up to about my 1,500 square foot lawn, under half an acre. But also, like, I'm not going to charge $30. I have a $50 minimum. So for me, that would be my range of $50 to $90. Then when you get up to larger lawns, where I'd be half acre and up, is where you start at $120. Because see, the price of an acre, guys, is $150 up to $250, I believe. But we'll get to that in a minute. So these are guidelines for you to know where to anchor your pricing at, so you can follow these if you don't know what you're doing. All right, guys, and here's a guide of pricing per acre. It says $150 to $200. I've seen some go up as $250 an acre. So if you're doing half an acre, you can easily do $100 or $85. But it's just a guide to follow to help you guys with your numbers so you know how to do your quotes. Let's look at some other stuff right here. Hey guys, here's where I make my living right here with the add-ons. You do a lawn for $65, $70. They got some weeds, they want some weed control, they want some fertilization. You charge another $50, $60, $75 on top of that. Then let's turn around, what do they want? Some hedges trimmed. Because with the way I do my hedge jobs, that's at least $75 an hour. If not 85, 100, 120, I've done 150. So you see how you can stack all that on top of the price of the lawn, and now you can start making like $250. I mean, an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of work. And it can make you make a lot of money in a day's work. Guys, just gotta learn how to start putting all this stuff together. Know your numbers, learn your pricing, and it'll take you a long way. But see, guys, here you go. Just get in the game, start getting you some customers, and start getting some money in your pocket. Yes, in the beginning, you might not be able to charge $65, $75, $80 a lawn because you're really not that skilled. But start where you're at and just get you some customers. Learn the craft. As you get better, raise your prices. Because in the beginning, like when you really try to build it up, most of the time, the customers that are always looking for a new lawn care person is always the worst customers to begin with because turnover rate's high because nobody wants to stay with them. But get your bumps in and start to upgrade. All right, guys. But anyway, thank you very much. Hope this helped you out. If you found any value in this whatsoever, please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next one.